Moving on, UK's Prime Minister Keir Starmer delivered remarks in the House of Commons today. His speech before the UK lawmakers focused on the Mandelson affair. Now, the close ties between former UK ambassador to America Peter Mandelson and the late convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein is now the entire saga, remember, is threatening to loosen Keir Starmer's grip on power.
I should not have appointed Peter Mandelson. I take responsibility for that decision, and I apologise again to the victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein, who were clearly failed by my decision.
Starmer, remember, has been struggling to convince British lawmakers that he had no prior knowledge of Mandelson's ties with the late sex offender. The British Prime Minister faces fresh calls to resign after reports revealed that Mandelson was made UK's ambassador to the US despite failing security checks. Keir Starmer says he was not aware that Mandelson failed the vetting process. After this, he fired Ollie Robbins, the top civil servant of the Foreign Office. In fact, during a speech to the Parliament in February this year, Starmer had said that full due process was followed in Peter Mandelson's appointment.
This is a man who once said, "I will carry the can for the mistakes of any organisation I lead." Instead, he has sacked his cabinet secretary. He has sacked his director of communications. He has sacked his chief of staff. And he has now sacked the permanent secretary of the Foreign Office. All of these people fired for a decision he made.
Keir Starmer sacked Mandelson in September 2025 after new details emerged about the depth of his ties to Jeffrey Epstein, who died in prison in 2019 while facing sex trafficking charges. Opposition leaders, meanwhile, have called for Starmer to step down, with accusations ranging from incompetence to the willful misleading of parliamentarians and the public. This comes at a time when Keir Starmer and his Labour Party are bracing for a chastening set of local elections next month, including in the devolved Scottish and Welsh parliaments. As per opinion polls, the Labour Party's electoral prospects look grim. A recent YouGov poll shows that the Labour Party has slipped to the 4th position. In fact, it is now trailing behind Reform UK, the Green Party and even Conservative Party. Nigel Farage's Reform UK has the most favourable voting intention numbers with 24%. The approval rating of Starmer's government also remains extremely low at the moment. Only 15% people approve of UK government's work. Disapproval ratings of the UK Prime Minister stand at 66%. Now, the UK Prime Minister finds himself in a tough spot. Remember, UK is not heading for parliamentary polls until 2029. But the results of the local elections could renew questions about Starmer's future.